What up, what up, what up? It's your boy D back at you with another video. And today we are going over, let's talk some women's wrestling. We are about to talk a little bit on some women's wrestling, on what I think is going to happen for tomorrow. Little things about tomorrow. And also we're going to talk about Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton, how to heat this up, how I feel about their feud going into WrestleMania, and more importantly, who needs to win. So that's what we're going to go over. And also, we're going to go over, does Jade Cargill return tomorrow at Elimination Chamber? So, and lastly, who does Rhea Ripley face at WrestleMania? So that's what we're going to go over. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start off with Charlotte Flair versus It's Tiffy Time, Mrs. Tiffany Stratton. This is going down at WrestleMania 41. I'm excited because I love them both. Basically, what this feud is, we have the GOAT in Charlotte Flair, the woman of WWE, versus the future of the WWE women's division, and that is Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, unlike other NXT call-ups, has rose to quick and immediate success in WWE. When she has one of the best cash-ins ever when she cashed in her Money in the Bank and defeated Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. So now we all may be asking, where do we go from here? Charlotte came back. Charlotte and Tiffy had a promo segment. It was kind of awkward. It really didn't go well. Charlotte, we get the Friday Night SmackDown. Tiffany has a match. She ends up getting beat up by Nia Jax. Charlotte just comes up and just walks by her. Every time Charlotte's in the ring with Tiffany, Tiffany's somehow always on the ground. So, with this, Charlotte has kind of just been like big girling Tiffany Stratton. She's making Tiffany Stratton look like a child. And I can see why, because you see how Tiffy kind of talks like this. And like, she's very diva, very bratty. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I would love for Tiffany to kind of show some grit. Because the waters that we have not charted yet, and Tiffany hasn't charted yet in her young career, Tiffany has never, ever been a babyface. Tiffany's never done that before. So now, Tiffany Stratton is going to have to find her footing as a babyface because she's facing Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair will be the heel going into this match. It's just the way it is. So, I feel like Tiffany can talk her shit a little bit. Tiffany can tell. Basically, what Tiffany's going to want to do is, Tiffany's going to want to put doubt and place doubt in the Charlotte Flair's head. That's how she's going to have to tell that story of, do you even have it anymore? You haven't wrestled in a year. There's one thing that's going to happen. That bell's going to ring. And it's going to be your first singles match in, what, 1.5 to 2 years? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. You're not ready for me. I'm younger. I'm stronger, I'm faster, and I'm a lot more hotter than you ever were. That's some shit Tiffany can say to Charlotte Flair that would make fans probably go, oh, okay. Talk your talk. Because Charlotte Flair is the most decorated woman in professional wrestling. Tiffany's gonna have to find ways to fight back to make this interesting. Because right now, if Charlotte Flair goes out there and lists all of her accomplishments against Tiffany Stratton's very little resume, it's not gonna make a good enough story. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about how do we make a good enough story for people to want to invest, for people want to see this match. Because in the ring, when the bell rings, this match is gonna cook. But it's the story we tell to get there. is what interests me the most. So I give them credit. I'm excited to see tonight what they do tonight to tell that story. But I am a 1,000% rooting for Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton. And I hope this feud gets turned up a couple volts. Now, we got Jade Cargill return tomorrow at Elimination Chamber. Bianca and Naomi have lost the tag team titles in a brilliant, and I mean brilliant, tag match against Liv and Raquel in the main event of Monday Night Raw. So now we're asked that question. Does Bianca go and win the chamber? Or does Jade Cargill come out, attack Naomi, and then Bianca is just so distracted, somebody like Liv or somebody rolls her up, 1, 2, 3, Bianca loses. That's an option. Does Bianca win, goes and faces Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania? Remember, Bianca, I'm almost 100% positive on this. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm on par. Bianca Belair is undefeated at WrestleMania. Does Jade cause her to lose to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41? That's the way. Does Jade return at WrestleMania? Does Jade Cargill return at WrestleMania and make sure Rhea Ripley loses? Sorry, Bianca Belair loses to Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight title? Women's World title? That could be special. That would be something that I want to see. That could be possible. Or does Jade return tomorrow night? Does Jade Cargill return tomorrow night? And we start to tell that story to get to Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. If that's on this card, that's going to be the women's match we want to see. I'm stamping on it, and I promise you, Jade versus Bianca would be the biggest women's match on the card if that's the feud, if that's the way they went. I'm stamping it and I'm standing on it, because then if you do Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania 41, then that brings this question: who does Rhea face at WrestleMania? Rhea is facing Io Sky for the women's world title on Monday. So could they somehow tell a story to get Io into the match? Yes, sure. But I won't be surprised if Io and Dakota end up facing Liv and Raquel for the tag team titles at Mania. That's possible. If it's not, what does Rhea do at WrestleMania? And if it does somehow end up being Liv Morgan, let me ask y'all this question. Do you think that Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the women's world title at WrestleMania 41, does that interest you? If we go all the way back to Rhea Ripley versus Liv again, does that interest you? Let me ask you another question. If you do Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the women's world heavyweight title, and the Judgment Day turn on Liv, and Rhea goes back to being heel, would that interest you? I don't know if it interests me, but that's why I wanted to put that out there. Would that catch your eye? Would that catch your attention? I genuinely don't know how I would feel about that. But that's the beauty, and we got nothing but time to figure it out and to see and enjoy the road that WWE is taking us on. I wanted to do something different, and we're going to talk about women's wrestling because it's beautiful, because it's fire, and it's the best it's ever been. And hopefully Becky Lynch returns. Hopefully the man, Becky Lynch, returns soon to make this even more spicy, and then we're more confused as to what happens next. But I'm excited, and you should be excited too. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Forever gang. It has been your boy D. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until forever finds you.